Now we are going to discuss about first lesson, The Man Who Saved Pumplestop, for second year, third sem. Okay. Now this lesson, The Man Who Saved Pumplestop, was written by W.J. Turner. His full name was Walter James Redfern Turner. He was born on October 13th, 1889. He was an Australian-born, English domiciled writer and critic. He was born in South Melbourne. He is the son of a church musician. Means his father was a church musician. He was educated at Carleton State School, Scotch College and the Working Men's College. He wrote novels like The Aesthetes, Blow for Balloons and The Duchess of Popocatepetl, and an expressionist play, The Man Who Ate the Popomac. This story, The Man Who Saved Pumplestop, taken from Fables, Parables and Plots, revolutionary story for the young and old. And in this story, undergoes the economic principle underlying the circulation of money and contains both humor and humanity, and which affects on human nature. Okay. Now here the city, the capital town of Pumplesdrop. So the Pumplesdrop is the imaginary town. So Pumplesdrop is an imaginary town, and there were many shopping centers of a very large agricultural area. Farmers, fruit growers and other producers will also be there. And for a long time of succession of poor harvest and low prices. So there was a long succession of poor harvest and low prices. Pumplesdrop was consequently suffered due to the terrible economic crisis. So that's why very little traffic passed through it. Okay. So the people stopped due to the terrible economic crisis. The people stopped celebrating their birthdays and were no festivities. They did not celebrate Christmas for 2 years due to the economic crisis. So one day an unexpected event happened in Pumplesdrop city. What was that? And unexpectedly a person came to the town of Pumplesdrop and visited a principal motor car dealers and asked for the proprietor. Okay. The proprietor felt very happy because so many days after they got a customer for the showroom to order a pair of 2 Rolls-Royce cars and this stranger came from a noble family. So the proprietor felt very happy. Noble family means so rich one. So rich person. So that's why the proprietor felt very happy. So the stranger replied that he wanted 2 latest Rolls-Royce cars, and he showed the catalog, model and type of the body, etc. And the price of the car was equivalent to $3,000. So he ordered 2 cars, means $6,000. So the proprietor felt very happy and also reminded the customer that it would take time to delivery of 2 such cars. Okay, it takes time to deliver that cars. Now the stranger said that he wanted them as a Christmas present to his wife and his married daughter, and did not require delivery until Christmas Eve. Okay. So, and the stranger also said that on the morning of the Christmas Eve, he and his chauffeur would come to take delivery of the 2 cars by bringing his check with him for the total amount. Okay, here chauffeur means what? Paid driver. Okay, he said that he will come on the Christmas morning and takes the 2 cars by giving the check for the full amount. Okay, so after the departure means after the departure of the stranger, the proprietor rushed to tell the news to his wife, and in this excitement he gave the saved money. He gave the some part of his saved money to buy a necklace for Christmas. So so now the proprietor's wife went to the jewelry shop and ordered a beautiful necklace, and she also said that it should be delivered on Christmas Eve. So now the jewelry shop owner also felt so happy, and he gave his wife to buy a new fur coat and furniture to his house. Now this jeweler shop's wife also went to a shop and bought a fine mink fur coat and also furniture, and she used to go to so many shops and purchased so many items to the house. And she also ordered that should be delivered on Christmas Eve. Now this jeweler shop owner felt so happy, and he ordered whitewashing for his old house. So in this way, within short period, the total Pumpulsdorf town became buying something, consequently selling something, and suddenly prosperity came. Okay, the streets were filled, and I saw cheerful faces and people going in and out, buying and celebrating their purchases. Okay, and all are spending in their favorite restaurants. So in these all were done in within some little span of time. Now meanwhile that the town council also authorized expenditure for several improvement schemes and visit a car dealer and pleasure, and the town also buzzed with pleasurable enjoyment like this way. Now on the morning of Christmas Eve, the car dealer arose cheerfully and cleaned the cars and make them make the cars neatly and with shining glasses, and kept them on the display to be visible to all the passers, means who were traveling on the roads. So at that time, the main street of Pumpulsdorf put the final festive touch. Okay, at final, the Pumpulsdorf streets became final festive touch. So he was waiting from the morning onwards. The car dealer was waiting from the morning onwards for the stranger. So sometime in the afternoon on that Christmas Eve, the town's chief hardware merchant came to his friend of the car dealer, and they were sitting and talking by taking a drink. As they were enjoying, that hardware merchant said that he had a big order of barbed wire from the lunatic asylum. Here barbed wire means what? Fencing wire. Okay, fencing wire, mentioning an expensive establishment for private patients. So when they were waiting for the stranger, suddenly a truck came, means a vehicle came from the lunatic asylum and asked him about the man, means about the stranger, that did you see a lunatic man who was ordering 2 Rolls-Royce car? Okay, now they came from the from the lunatic asylum and asked about the stranger that, have you seen a lunatic man who was ordering the 2 Rolls-Royce car? And in this way he was completely, so this stranger was completely mad and made his family paid a very large sum for his keep. And he will be a very great loss to the asylum, which is not doing too well, as everybody now sends their lunatics to the country asylum. See, this stranger was mentally mad, so completely mad. So that's why their family members paid so much huge amount to that lunatic asylum to take care of him. If he missed from that lunatic asylum, that home, that asylum will face a severe problems. So that's why they were searching for that stranger. Okay, so here within 2 weeks of span, means within 2 weeks, due to that lunatic stranger, the total Pumpulsdorf city became very happy, celebrating festivals, enjoying their days, buying, purchasing, everything, selling, purchasing, everything were going as usual. So, now the moral of the story is, if you continue to be in negative thoughts, okay, if you continue to be in negative thoughts, you will never come out of it. Okay, this is the moral of the story, and this is the summary for the first lesson, The Man Who Saved Pumpulsdorf.